Welcome boys and girls and welcome back to Project Zangetsu. I'm Zangetsu, that is Zangetsu, and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. So after about 5 years of owning Zangetsu, I thought I would make a revisitation of a video that I've made prior on this channel, which is 5 things I hate about my Subaru WRX. Stay tuned. Alright guys, now please bear in mind that this list is not going to be a list that applies to Subarus universally or all different types of models or anything like that. It's going to mainly be a list that pertains to my particular car. Some of the things that I pick out may end up applying to all other Subarus by happenstance, but just keep in mind that I made this list based on the things that I particularly dislike about my own Subaru. Okay, so number 1 on the things that I hate is going to be a pretty obvious one, and that's going to be fuel consumption. So this Subaru WRX in particular has a 2-liter boxer engine with a turbocharger on it, and it's also powering a 4-wheel drive or all-wheel drive system. So now that's basically a lot of demand in terms of torque and power from the engine to be transmitted to all 4 wheels, not to mention the displacement of the engine itself, which is 2 liters, as well as the turbo, when in boost, consumes an astronomical amount of fuel each time you do so. So that of course makes it very inconvenient to drive, especially very inconvenient to daily drive. But of course, you know what they say in car culture, and especially when it comes to us enthusiasts who like to modify and like speed. You pay to play. So number 2 on the list is going to be the turning circle or turning radius of the all-wheel drive system. This one is a bit ironic because despite the fact that Subarus are very superb at handling around corners, on loose surfaces and so on and so forth, when you actually have to make a U-turn, it's a lot more difficult than it would be in a front-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive car. And that makes it a bit of an annoying thing to get around parking lots or have to turn around on the same road. Yeah, it's annoying. Okay, and number 3 is the dashboard cup holder. Unlike the one in the center console, the dashboard cup holder is actually, I find it very impractical to start off with, considering where it's actually positioned, because it's just above the radio. And if you have like, you know, a flimsy sort of like cup, like let's say maybe like a McDonald's cup or something like that, something that's prone to leaking, you can potentially damage the radio itself, or any other maybe electronic that might be in the way, or maybe your charging cable down here. So I just find I dislike it because I find it impractical. Okay, and number 4 is going to be water leaking from the wing every time you wash the car. What I've noticed, and I'm sure a lot of other Subaru owners can attest to this, especially those that have an STI wing on it, whenever you're done washing the car, you actually have to wipe it several times, especially if maybe you only like wipe it once and you actually open the boot, you will notice a water streak coming down the car from the wing itself. That's another one of those things that just annoy the heck out of me whenever I'm washing the car. And the number 5 thing that I hate about my Subaru WRX, and this probably goes to Subarus in general, is that because of the very utilitarian purpose-built design of the car and its obnoxious hood scoop and the wing and the bright colors that it comes with, the number 5 thing that I hate about it is the unwanted attention that the car often gets me. Sometimes it's attention that's positive, you know, people being excited to see it. A lot of the times it's negative. You will get hate for it, you'll get jealousy, especially if, you know, you happen to be among people that don't have this kind of car. They'll start to like sort of make up reasons why you're a rich, arrogant asshole or something like that, just because they put 2 and 2 together, the car being loud and everything, that you must be someone who likes to show off or someone who likes to be seen based on the attributes that the car just has naturally. Whenever you drive this car down the road, I mean, you know, because of its unique sound and how loud they can be, obviously they're gonna grab a lot of attention, but it's not always an intentional thing. Sometimes you switch the car on and you're gonna grab people's attention, whether you revved it or not. So, and sometimes you're gonna be at situations in traffic when you're just driving along, and then people get excited and they become boy racers. They either start revving their engines or driving like hooligans, or they want to race you at a time where you're either not in the mood or don't have the gas to engage in a race. So number 5 will definitely be the unwanted attention that the car earns. Alright guys, that's gonna bring us to the close of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a very difficult thing to come up with 5 things I dislike about this car, because you know, it puts a smile on my face every time I look at it, let alone drive it. So it took me a long time to try and come up with a list of 5 things that I actually dislike about the car. All of them are very nitpicky, but we did eventually come up with some, and I hope you found that entertaining. I hope some of you who are Subaru owners or just petrol heads in general can relate to some of them and find some common ground. Comment down below if you have a different list when it comes to your car, if it's a Subaru or any other performance car, or even if you have a regular car that you turned into a project and modified into an awesome machine. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this video, please click on the thumbs up icon and leave us a like. And if you'd like to see more from Project Zangetsu, please go ahead and hit subscribe, and be sure to hit that bell icon so you are notified each and every time I drop new content on this here channel. But as usual, people, that's going to be it from me. I have been Zangetsu Mashangu, and as usual, take care of each other, stay awesome, and stay chasing your dreams to infinity and beyond.
I'm grateful